Can you hear me now? Just so y'all know, it wasn't me. It was StreamYard. Can y'all hear me? I think it's StreamYard. Okay. Like I was saying, did you guys miss me? Because I missed you guys. Okay. I have a new Patreon video for how to vent. I'm gonna let the girls in the comments or the chat box let you guys know if it's worth watching or tuning in. Some of my Patreon members are on here. I didn't want to make the video public because it's for protection. I mean, I just didn't think it would be smart when my members are majority. I believe they're all women, or I know there is one guy that is in there, but he allows his sister to watch my videos on Patreon, but he has a membership. So it's mainly women. Majority are women. And so I didn't want to make that video public. I don't want to make the video about the different types of men you should look out for. I don't want to make that one public. And it's the nature of the video. So if it was something else, I would live stream it. But because it's not, I don't feel comfortable doing it. Okay. I've been MIA because I got my eyebrows microbladed. And I'm waiting for them to heal. I didn't know this was a process. Why didn't y'all tell me this was such a process? 2 weeks. So I decided to come on live because I'm like, well, dang, they haven't started peeling yet. They're supposed to start peeling. They haven't started peeling. So I'm just waiting. You know, they say it takes 2 weeks. You can't work out. You can't. I wash in my face. Like, I just think that's just absolutely disgusting. So I just go in, you know, and then I just lightly go in on the forehead and I try to, like, you know, wipe around my eyebrows and stuff like that. So it's been a mess. Thank you. That is so sweet. So I recorded my experience, but because they're not done, I haven't released my video on my Instagram, which is on my second Instagram account, the Feminine Yoni. I'm also going to get some other work done. No silicones though. So I'm getting some other work done, but any work that I do get done, you know, I'm going to share it with you. And to the girls that have ingrown hair, wait a minute. I'm going to just put it in my Amazon store. But this oil is the truth. You got it on, if you got it under here, if you got it on your you know, your little lady part down there under your arms, I got your back, sis. Just give me a sec. Let me pull it up. What kind of oil is this? It's rose hip oil. It's rose hip oil, y'all. It is amazing. 17,000 reviews on Amazon. 5 stars. And yes, it lives up to the hype. Apparently, this is good for stretch marks. I use it for ingrown hairs, but it helps with nail growth. This is a really good oil. This is a good oil. I see a major difference on my bikini line. So I just had to throw that out there. And I used to have this issue under here, but I got laser hair removal and I got electrolysis and stuff. So I don't really need it. But oh my God, I wish I had this oil back in the day. So to the men, you got them little ingrown hairs in your beard, sir, you need to get rose hip oil. It's good for the body. It's good for chicken skin. If you got chicken skin, You need to get the oil, sis. That's some good oil. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I think that's pretty much everyone. Plus, I had to get past that little, 5-minute mark. Let me pull up the video though. So I wanted to talk about why is your ex's new girlfriend stalking your social media? Wait a minute, it's been a while. I forgot to play my intro. Let me get into my intro. But we are going to dive deep into this conversation because we have normalized stalking people online. And I think that is so weird. But let's get into it. Hey boos, in this video, I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it. Cause I'm a boss. I haven't done anything for you to be proud of. Of course you have. You are marrying a man who can support you. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I actually got this video idea from the hit show Harlem. Yes, on Amazon. It's a great show. My best friend told me to watch it. So I started watching it with her when I went to visit her in LA a week ago. And I started watching it and I got really into it. And I'm like, oh my God, they have so many like topics within this show to talk about. So I wanted to talk about this because it is interesting, but I'm going to be talking about stalking online in general and how people grow an unhealthy obsession to stalking complete strangers that you don't know online, but you take issue with, that you don't know, but you don't like, which I think that's freaking weird. Or you think you don't like them because of what they post on social media, but that only gives you one vantage point of who they are. It only gives you a little peek into their world. It doesn't give you the whole world though. So I wanted to talk about this. I want to start with why your ex's new girlfriend is stalking your social media. Now, I personally experienced this for myself. And it was such a weird, at first I didn't understand why. Because I'm like, you got the guy? Why are you stalking me? I just didn't understand that. I just didn't understand that. I didn't get that. I didn't get that. You got the guy, but you're stalking me. Typically, I feel like it's more normal for an ex-girlfriend to stalk the new girlfriend. But when the new girlfriend is stalking the ex-girlfriend, it's like nobody's talking about this. So let's talk about it. Typically, this happens when the new girlfriend is stalking your social media for whatever reason. The reason is because your ex is bashing you to death. That's why I had to wait until the 5-minute mark. He is bashing you. He keeps bringing you up. But listen, do you think this man can keep bringing you up if he had only great things to say about you? No. He keeps bringing you up because A, he's not over you, and B, the main reason why he keeps bringing you up is because you actually left him. You left him and he wants you. And so now he's stuck with this new girl. And so in order for him to like really try to get over you, he feels like he has to bash you constantly to the new girl. And then he compares you to her without your knowledge. And then this girl grows to hate you, sis. And you don't even know who this girl is. Then let's take it a step further. Okay, let's take it a step further. you don't even want this man because this man did you dirty. You don't want him. So you literally getting stopped by your ex and your ex's new girlfriend, and you don't want this man. That's what's crazy to me, you know? And so another reason I see this a lot, like I see this a lot within my mentor sessions where the new or the ex girl is being stalked by the new girl, because a lot of times these men will use the new girl to get back at you, sis. Woo. Mm-hmm. Your ex is using the new girl to get back at you because even though he's bashing you to the new girl and he's trying to make it seem like you were the problem and he got rid of you, he broke up with you, he split, whatever the case may be, right? He has painted this picture to the new girl that you were the problem. But in reality, he was the problem and he got with the new girl in hopes that he could manipulate you so that you would run back to him. But when that did not work, he had to take on a whole smear campaign, sis. So now you being gang stalked, okay? So when she go to the bathroom, she's on your Instagram stalking you, sis, from a fake page. When he goes to the bathroom, he in the bathroom stalking your Instagram from a fake page. I wish it stopped here. I wish people had some damn sense, but they don't. They don't. They don't. Because there it's all coming from either a wounded place or an insecure place. So in this situation, the man is wounded, he's heartbroken, he's unhealed, and he's highly insecure because his manipulation tactics did not work. Then, okay, he's not the only one that's insecure in this situation. The new girl is insecure as well. Now, the reason why she's insecure is because she knows deep down that this man still wants you. She either done found some photos, she either done found some videos, some panties that he done kept of yours, girl. He has found something, text messages, DMs, emails, something that he has sent you that he don't know about. So she knows deep down that he still wants you. So she obsessively stalks you on social media. She compares herself and she may even try to copy you. I'm just the messenger. She may be trying to copy you. Okay. Now, we all have narcissism. All of us have it because we all have an ego, right? We all have narcissism. Now, some people, they are out here being way more extreme than others. But a lot of times we see this in men that have just broken egos. Like their egos are very, very, very wait a minute. Like their egos are very, very, very what just happened? Fragile. Their egos are very fragile. So you kind of got to handle him with some kid gloves, y'all. Y'all know how that is. When you're dealing with a man with a fragile ego, you got to deal with him with kid gloves. Okay, I wanted to share with you guys this video that I came across. And I'm like, oh my God. From the whistleblower here on YouTube. If you don't know who the whistleblower is, she does a lot of commentary centered around narcissism abuse. Something you should check out. And listen, it doesn't always have to be extreme when it comes to narcissism, because we all have it. What's going on? But she is referring to extreme cases, which, because you're being stalked on social media, this is an extreme case, okay? Or if you are doing the stalking, you got to understand what that man is doing to you. He's manipulating you. He's playing you. That's exactly what he's doing.
Ladies, if your ex's new woman is stalking all over your page, here's the reason why. It's because he is talking about you and comparing you to her. And now she's insecure, threatened, and jealous. And she's fearful that he may cheat on her with you. He compares everything, the way that you cook, the car that you drive, the way that you wear your hair. He is throwing it in her face.
Now, there was a triangulation, and I'll have to link the video in the description box, that I talked about for 3 years. 3 years. Because this took place for 3 years, this triangulation thing, right? Doesn't that sound like Danny Lay and Mimi, and then also the other baby mama that we don't hear much about, but she's pregnant right now, and we don't know if it's the baby's baby or not? He tried to throw up into Danny's face that she stalks his baby mama on social media, right? He tried to like blast her on social media with that. But the reality is that he constantly compares Danny to Mimi. And then he compares Mimi to Danny because these two women allow it. But that's what a triangulation is. Now, is it in all cases that the ex-girl is in on the triangulation? No, because she decided to remove herself. Yet, the new girl will still stalk you online obsessively because he will not shut up. Your ex will not shut up about you. So he has to keep bringing you up and keep bringing you up and keep bringing you up and keep bringing you up. And she got to keep listening to it. Well, she don't have to. She chooses to because she could leave. But we all make our choices. But let's continue.
This is called triangulation. This is a manipulation tactic that narcissists use to put women against each other. And if this new woman of his is a former side chick turned girlfriend, then she's already feeling guilty because she helped him cheat on you. Now she's wondering if he's cheating on her or he wants to go back and be with you. So she's stalking you because he's obsessed with you.
It doesn't stop there.
Hey, this is a second part 2 video going out by request. Why is your ex's new girlfriend stalking your social media from a fake page? First of all, let me just say the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is indifference. So while he's in a relationship with her, if he's constantly bashing you, calling you all types of bitches, all types of names. I can't stand her. I hate her. Why did I even get with her? Did you see what she had on? Because he's lurking on your page too. So he'll bring up, they talking about you. They both stalking. The game and the trick is this. He has to dog you in order to keep bringing your name up because he's not over you. Because if he was really over you, you wouldn't be a thought in his head. He wouldn't mention your name. And she knows this, and she's deeply insecure, and she's angry at you because he's still in love with you because he won't stop talking about you. Karma.
Now, I don't know why we have normalized this, but this can actually happen in friendship as well. Yes, you guys, this can happen in friendship as well. So you can have a falling out with a girlfriend or friend, whatever the case may be. You guys go your separate ways. Your friend, your ex-friend, goes out and makes new friends. Then she gets other girls to gang stalk you on social media. Why? How? Well, when they're out to brunch, when they go for drinks, when they're hanging out, they tend to pull up your social media, watch your stories from fake pages, just look at your Instagram to see what you're posting. And then they come together and they gossip. Now, this all started from one common denominator: your friend bashing you to her new friends. Now, listen, this is my thing. One thing that I don't do, because it's stupidity. You look dumb as hell when you do this. When you take one-sided stories, I don't take one-sided stories from nobody. I don't care how well I know you. I could have known you for thousands of years. You are a fool when you take one-sided stories. You just are. Because at the end of the day, you cannot be naive and think people can't be people. And like I said, nice, that's subjective. Nice is something you can fake. Kindness, that's a little different. So you got to leave room for people, even yourself, to be the villain in certain stories. So if this ex of yours is bashing you to the new girl, if I'm the new girl, I'm leaving room for, okay, so where's your ownership and why the relationship ended? Where's your accountability and maybe how you could have contributed to the relationship ending? Same thing I would do with a new friend. She's constantly, first of all, I don't like it when people gossip and bash people to me, especially when I don't know them, because I'm just like, well, what do you want me to say? I can't say anything because I don't know that person. So even when it comes to your new friend that's bashing her old friend, that's such a red flag, y'all. It's a red flag. It's a red flag when men do it. It's a red flag when new friends do it about old friends. It's just a red flag. And then they don't take no type of accountability. Like they could even say something like, well, I could have communicated better. I could have been more understanding. I could have been a better listener. I can even say that about ex friendships where I felt like I was done wrong. I can even say, you know what? I did keep to myself a lot. You know what? I was more self-centered when it came to my goals and things that I was focused on. I could have been a better friend in that way. I am the type of person, and I feel like more people should be like this. It's like there's always room for constructive criticism. So take accountability and ownership and own it. But there's no way you can go around being the victim every single time. Like that is insane to me. You are the problem. You are the problem. You can't keep being the victim in every situation, in every scenario, even if it means you tolerated, you allowed it. It's still your fault to a certain degree. It's not always the other person. You can't be the victim all the time, especially when you call yourself grown. Well, what are you learning? Because these experiences are teaching you something. And if you keep repeating them, you are the problem. Even if it means somebody comes in your life and do you dirty. But the last person did you the same way. So you know what the red flags are. You know what they look like. But you look right past them because, I don't know, you were being naive. You decided to do the same thing that you did in the last situation and the new situation. And you know what? The outcome ended up being the same. So are you truly a victim in that? Something you got to think about. So I'm going to move on to this next thing. Because another thing, say you are the ex-girl, right? And you know you're being gang-stalked online. Don't feed into it. you know you being stalked online from the new girl, right? Just don't feed into it because that's what that man wants. So now you are in a triangulation because you're sitting online and you're making videos like this. Let me show you. Let me blow it up.
Why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
No, I'm not just saying that. She's honestly not that hot. You're like a 10 out of 10 and she's like a 5.9.
You guys, The reason why this irritates me to the soul is because this is all over a man. Oh, y'all, it irritates me to my soul. And women, they don't have the intelligence to see the bullshit. Instead, they feed into it. And you know who's sitting back amused by all of this? That man. That man. Do you not understand that you wouldn't be in the drama that you're in with this new girl or the ex-girl if you would realize it's the freaking man that is the problem? Like, that's what kills me, y'all. Like, it kills me. And this is why I say things like girl code is dead. It's dead. You should be smart enough to know it's game, flat out. You being manipulated, she being manipulated, and you know whose ego is being fed well. That man. If you had the brains and step out of your ego, because when you in your ego, you don't think clearly. You do dumb stuff. You do dumb stuff like make videos like that on TikTok. But when you collect yourself in a mature manner, you have emotional intelligence, right? You are able to decipher when a man is playing you like a fool and wasting your time, got you in a triangulation with a girl you don't even know. And you know what's crazy? In my experience, you probably could be really cool with the girl, whether she's the ex-girl or the new girl, because one thing that I've learned about men, they pick and choose women that have a lot in common. Y'all could be really good friends, but you know what? This man got your mind so screwed up. You think she your biggest enemy, whether it's the ex-girl or the new girl, whoever's stalking, right? Whether you guys are stalking each other, you do realize that it's him, sis. It's not you. It's not her. It's him. You guys are retaliating, which makes you a part of the problem. But in reality, the common denominator is the man. Ditch the man. You're not winning a prize, I promise you, because good men don't do stuff like this. They don't do stuff like this. And then if the man is broke, I have questions. If he's broke, come on. This is ridiculous. It's very embarrassing. He better not be broke with you doing all of this. If he is broke, oh, I have beef with that. Like, he broke and you doing all of this? Now, that don't make no sense to me. That don't make no sense to me. It makes sense because it's like, oh, she trying to get a bag. Okay. Or maybe she trying to get the bag that she lost back. Okay. But y'all over here doing this over a man that's broke? That don't make no sense to me. That don't make no sense to me. I'm sorry. So now I wanted to talk about why your ex's new girlfriend is stalking your social media. But now we're going to do it in reverse. Okay, so let's reverse it. So now I want to talk about when the ex-girlfriend stalks the new girlfriend. Now, honestly, you guys, I understand why sometimes when you are the ex-girl and maybe you're taking time to get your bearings back, maybe you're taking time to heal, maybe you're taking time out to yourself and so you're single. But this man, your ex, decides to hop into a new relationship just like that. He didn't heal. He didn't spend no time with himself. He didn't do any of that. He actually got into a new relationship with a new girl. And so you're on this new girl's Instagram page comparing your body, comparing your hair, your lips, your nose, her outfit, her shoes, how she dresses, how she talks. You're comparing the things that she posts, the car that she drives, where she lives, if she has a college degree, if she doesn't have a college degree, because you want to know what is it about her where you feel he treats her better than he treated you. And this is where common sense needs to come in. And yes, this is common sense. Common sense should mean that if this man did not take time out to truly heal, if he did not take time out for himself, and I'm not talking about a few weeks, I'm talking about months, almost close to a year in some cases, depending on how long that relationship was. If he did not take time out to focus on himself, there's no way that he could treat that woman better. There's just no way. There's no way. Because the way that life works, when you hop out of one cycle and you don't do the work, you hop into a new cycle right away. It's the same cycle. It's just with a new face, same spirit, same lesson, same cycle, same situation. It's not with someone that's new. It's truly not. Like, the situation is just going to repeat itself. So the same cycle that you was in with this man, it's the same cycle that she's in with this man. And this is why you see, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I gotta keep it 1,000 with you. I be nosy. I do. I will go look. I will go look. Will I stalk? No. But when it comes to you, when it comes to spying on the me spying on the new girl, I'm looking to just see, like, damn. So when she gonna find out, like, this man is like a lot, like he's a piece of work. So recently, I went to this girl's page and I'm like, I'm just looking for one sign. This girl took a photo sitting on the bench, looking across a lake, and she said, I just want my peace. I said, there we go. Got it. I'm like, damn. So he put you through the same BS that he put me through. I kind of figured that. That's why I went to therapy. So it's interesting how this works, y'all. It's interesting. So I get why I do. But I still feel like at some point, y'all, it becomes unhealthy if you keep up with them. You're stalking them. You're watching their story. You're watching every little thing that they do. It becomes very, very unhealthy. I think it's normal for you to be the ex-girlfriend and you just want to see, like, what the new girl looks like. I feel like it's actually very normal. And social media allows you to do it in the privacy of your home, your car, wherever you, it allows you to do it in privacy. But at some point, you're going to have to delete that girl, or you're going to have to unfollow that girl and stop watching that girl at some point. And you'll know when you are truly healed, when you don't need to go look, when you don't need to keep up, when you don't need to look at her page. You just don't, because you know that the outcome is going to be pretty much the same, especially if the relationship ended and he hopped right into a new one. And a lot of times men hop into a new situation after dealing with you because it's just manipulation. Like, he's trying to hurt you. He's trying to make you feel jealous, right? And so naturally, we as people are jealous, right? And so you're like, dang, so he just gonna hop into a new relationship with this new girl and and plaster her all over social media and and you're not gonna go look. By nature, you're curious, you are gonna look. You are. But at some point, you gotta stop looking, though. At some point, you got to put yourself first. At some point, you got to prioritize yourself. At some point, you got to stop comparing yourself. There was a girl that was on my Instagram, and she was asking me, what would you do if your ex cheats and then he finds him and you guys break up, and then he's in a relationship with the girl that he cheated with, and she looks better than you? This is what she asked me. And I told her straight up, I said, you know, in life, there are always going to be women that are prettier than you. Have you accepted that? A lot of women don't accept the fact that there are women that are going to be prettier than them. There are women that are prettier than me. And I've accepted that fact. So I don't like to focus on my body. I don't like to focus on just my outer appearance when it comes to what I bring to the table. I just don't like focusing on my body in that way, because I'm like, there are girls that are just prettier than me that are out here. So I accept myself and I love myself. I accept the bad, the good, and the in-between when it comes to who I am. And I've accepted that there are going to be women that are prettier than me, and it's okay. because I chose to accept myself. So because I choose to accept myself, I'm enough. I don't have to compare myself to other women. And when you do this, it crushes your self-esteem when you compare yourself. And you don't even know this woman. She could have a horrible, horrible spirit, personality. She could be mean spirited. Like, like she could be rude, or she could be really nice. She could be really nice. She could be a very kind person, right? But if you don't accept yourself, you're going to think that your outer appearance is your worth, and that's it. And this is why men can weaponize things like hitting the wall. Men can weaponize things like ageism and things against women, because you, as a woman, have not accepted yourself. The good, the bad, the in between, the fact that maybe you're not the prettiest girl in the world. You have not accepted that about yourself. And you need to, because if you don't, when you don't accept yourself, you're insecure. You are super insecure. You lack self-confidence. You have a low self-esteem. And it doesn't take much to make you feel insecure. And when it comes to this type of insecurity, when you're sitting on a woman's Instagram and you're comparing yourself in that way, you don't love yourself. You feel like something's wrong with you. Well, why don't I look like that? Why don't my lips look like that? Why don't my eyebrows look like that? Why doesn't my body look like that? You are tearing yourself apart. And you know who else does this? Haters. Girls that don't like you. They don't even know you like that, but they don't like you. So you know what you are when it comes to your team. Your team is me, myself, and I, right? Your team, right? This is your team. You're the ops when it comes to your team. That me, myself, and I, you are the ops. So there's you, the ops, and it's like you're joining forces with them when you do stuff like that. You should be your biggest fan. You should be a coach, right? Because you can take accountability. You can take ownership, right? You can work on yourself. You can run drills and stuff like that, right? On yourself to improve. But you're also your biggest fan. You're not the ops. You're not on defense, girl. You're on offense. So when you go to this girl's page and you compare yourself and you criticize yourself to the core, you are your own worst enemy. There is no seminar, there's no self-love help book that I can give you that can help you. And the reason is because it's a mental thing. So I had a girl on my live and she just wanted me to tell her, well, what should I do? I can't tell you anything until you accept yourself. Because everything that I tell you, like you need to love yourself, you need to be confident, you need to increase your self-esteem, all that stuff, you know what it sound like? Bullshit to you. It sound like that's what everybody says. I don't even know why she's saying that. That's just so fake. No, it's real, but you can't accept it because you haven't accepted yourself. So I can't help you. There's nothing I can say. I can say you're beautiful. I can say you're gorgeous. I think you look pretty. But because you refuse to accept yourself, because you're your ops, you're not your fan, you are on defense, you're not on offense, nothing I say can help you. Absolutely nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold up a mirror and say, until you accept this girl in the mirror, until you do, you are your biggest enemy. You are your biggest critic. You are your biggest hater. If anybody is wishing on your downfall more than anyone in this world, that includes family, friends, and strangers, it's you. So until you decide to accept yourself, there's nothing I can do for you. I'm sorry. I can't. And I tell y'all all the time, it's okay to unfollow people. Nowadays, when it comes to Instagram, you can mute people. You can mute people. You gotta love yourself. And I know everybody says it. Everybody says it. Everybody says it. And it's this repeated thing that we say. And yes, it's so simple, but it's so real. until, and it starts, self-love starts with self-acceptance. So you can't get to the good part until you accept. You got to accept. And then you'll start to receive that self-love. So all that love that you be trying to pour into everybody else, when you accept yourself, you start to pour that love that you was pouring into everybody else back into yourself. That's why people don't believe I'm celibate. People don't believe that I'm not out here like this guy is making me happy. I make myself happy because the love that I was trying to give to everybody else that didn't appreciate it, that stomped on it, you know what I mean? I started saying, well, damn, you know what? All this love that I be trying to pour into everybody else, you know what? I'm going to pour that back into myself. So yes, I glow. No, it's not a man. No, I'm not out here having sex. It is me. It's me. It's the love that I was trying to give to others. I said, you know what? I'm going to pour that back into myself. So when you do that, don't be surprised if people are like, you just got this glow about you. And you know, the glow that they say only a man can give you. If that ain't misogynistic, I don't know what is, but you know, that glow that they feel only a man can give you that. No, you can give it to yourself. You can. So, you know, I'm going to wrap this part up. You know, you are healing and you know, you have truly healed from this relationship with your ex when you don't no longer look at that girl's page. You just stop. You don't even care anymore. You don't, because you're happy. You know you're healing and you know you have healed from that relationship when you don't have to look. And you should make that a goal. It don't have to be today, sis, because I tell y'all that, okay? I don't be talking about this type of stuff and then I expect for you to just go out tomorrow and be like, yeah, I'm done looking at her page. No, I expect for you to spin the block. I don't know how many times, but I expect for you to spin the block and spin it and spin it and spin it. And then eventually it clicks. That's what I expect for you to do. I don't expect for you to go out tomorrow and be like, yep, I'm perfect and I did everything right. And yeah, that's pretty much it. No, I expect for you to spin that block because sometimes you do. There are still lessons that you have not learned. And so sometimes we have to spin that block a good 5 times before it clicks. And we're like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to move on. Okay. So next, I'm not done. I'm not done, y'all. I'm not done. So the next one I have. Oh, wait. Let me play these videos though. Let me play these videos because I forgot. I got to talking. So this next one is about stalking your ex's new girlfriend, which I feel like this is more normal, but let's go ahead and play it. Especially if you've been hurt, that relationship ended, and maybe you knew him for a long time. Maybe you guys were really good friends and it didn't work out, or maybe he did cheat, or maybe it just things didn't work out. It doesn't always have to be a really bad breakup or whatever. And so he got a new girlfriend, and so you're stalking the new girlfriend's page.
Like a 6 on a good day. Also, like, what does she do with her eyebrows? It's like she's got them real thin like we did when we were like 19. And also that top that she was wearing, like I swear that's Roxy. Like I honestly had that when I was like 12. She's not that hot. Seriously, you're so much hotter.
One of my favorite treats I like to give myself is stalking my ex-boyfriend's ex-girlfriend's social media. So anytime she doesn't post anything in like 24 hours, I'm like, seriously, Abby? I'm like, Abby, look at me. Did you not do well on your exam that you had last night? Because hiding from your problems and not posting Insta stories about it, that helps no one. In times like these, it's so important to lean on your support system. Like, your family loves you, your closest lifelong friends love you, most importantly, I love you. I don't love you, and I don't even know you, and I've never even seen your Instagram, and if anything, I'd be neutral, because I'm like, chill about it, so text me. You don't have my number. Oh, wow, such a nice day. Kind of puts me in the mood to reminisce and boast about my relationship with Jake via Insta stories, cryptic ones that Becca can decode. Sounds fun, doesn't it, Abby? Please, bonus points if it's like fun, cute, pink quotes like this one. I like these. Any and all poetry, really any words and weird lines like that. Songs I can Google the lyrics to. any John Mayer song in general. These ones I like because you don't even have to Google if it's about Jake or not, because it's about Jake. The worst though is when it's like some huge milestone or big life event that's really personal and not like Pinterest quotes. Like, oh, cool, your little brother just graduated high school. Mine did once too. Oh, your sister's pregnancy announcement. Dude, I feel like that has nothing to do with me. Why would you post that? And yes, I have been Googling therapists near me a lot more frequently recently. So yeah, thank you.
Oh my God.
This one says, there's a girl out there stalking your socials, trying to convince herself that you're ugly.
Oh my God, last night when I was hanging out with Dylan, some girl, Lauren Smith, Snapchatted him and he closed out of it so quick. I have no idea who she is. I was so sus. No way. Who is this bitch? Did you find her on Instagram though? I did, but she was private. Oh, give me 1 second. Pfft, I can follow her on my fake. Perfect. We should also try and see if she has a Visco. Already on it. Nothing popped up with her first and last name, but since it's Visco, there's a good chance she could have used her middle name instead. Ooh, when I was stalking her Facebook last night, I'm pretty positive her middle name is Marie. Got her. Laura Marie 12. Not gonna lie, she has some really cute clothes. Fuck, let me see. Fuck, she's like really pretty. I know. You know what that means? No, I don't. What does it mean? We have to get rid of her. Duh.
Listen, don't come in the chat asking dumb questions, okay? Because I'm going to just block you. I'm going to just block you. Okay, so y'all know I do it very quietly. So I wanted to share y'all those videos that were on TikTok because I don't know why we have normalized stalking people online because of another person. I don't know why we as a culture have normalized that. I think it's actually weird. I think it's normal when it's a breakup situation and you're looking at the new girl because that's natural. That's normal. But when you are doing it like when you are doing it and you are with the guy and you're the new girl, that don't make no sense to me. Or you're just stalking girls on social media because this girl keeps bringing her up and you're new friends with her. You're like a new friend of hers. Girl, that's a red flag. Because if she can sit up there and talk about her ex-friend like that to you, she can talk about you just like that. When people show you who they are, you should believe them the first time. If they gossipy, they're a gossiper. That means they're going to gossip about your business. That is what they do. If they always got something to say about such and such, and I'm talking about everyday people. I'm not talking about entertainment. I'm not talking about celebrities. I'm talking about everyday people. They're sitting up gossiping about them. They're a gossiper. They're going to spread your business like wildfire. So the next one that I want to talk about is when the ex's girlfriend, stick with me. So when your ex and your ex's girlfriend and the new girl is stalking your social media, that is what gang stalking is. So one man has the new girl stalking you, has the ex-girlfriend that he had right after you stalking you, and then he's stalking you. Then these two girls right here, the new girlfriend and your ex's ex-girlfriend, right, got they friends stalking you. And all of these people are sending you evil eye all on your social media. This is why I tell you guys, don't post your whole life on there. I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. And then people grow to have some type of obsession. Like they can't stand you, but they like you. So they obsess over you even more. That's why there's a thin line between love and hate. So you have to be careful. I didn't believe in evil eye. I didn't believe in evil eye. Like, because I never saw it until one time I saw it. I was at brunch. Evil eye is when somebody looks at you and they're like, but they don't think you see them. They don't think that you will catch it. Because they tend to do it behind your back, or they tend to do it when they're stalking you online, or they tend to do it when they don't feel like you'll see them. But evil eye is when somebody is like rolling their eyes and stuff like that. Now, I'm very, very, very particular when it comes to this. There are some girls I just cannot follow on social media because I'm not about to give them evil eye all day. Like, there was a YouTuber. I had to unfollow her on Instagram because I just felt like a lot of her posts were condescending and holier than thou. And she has this superior complex where she feels like her way and her opinion is the right way and it's the only right way. And every time she would pop up in my news feed, I'd be rolling my eyes. I'm like, you know what, Kiana, you just need to go ahead and unfollow her because you seem irritated by her posts. So just unfollow her. So I'm like, you know, I'm going to unfollow her because I don't want to give evil eye to her page. You know, like if that's how she thinks, that's her opinion, you know, I'm happy for her, you know. So I'm going to just hit the unfollow button because this page is not for me. This woman is just not one that I want to follow because I don't want to partake in evil eye culture. Evil eye culture is at an all-time high. Like, people will follow you and not like you. Can't stand you. But they do like you because they still watch you. And they obsess. They obsess about it. They watch your every move. Every move. Whenever I post a story to my Instagram account, I can always see like the first few people that watch, they're all fake accounts. And I'm just like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I started blocking them. I did. I started blocking them. Because I'm like, no post, no photo, no nothing. Block. I'm blocking them. Because I think it's weird. And when you are an intuitive person, you can feel it. You can feel it. I don't know how to explain it. And then if you're truly empathic, you know who it is. And the reason why you know who it is because you connected to their energy at one point in time. And once you connect to a person's energy, there's a cord, right? And so an energetic cord. So if they're watching you from a fake page, you can still feel their energy. But see, low vibrational people, they don't understand what that is. They don't understand what that's like. They don't understand what that feels like. And I know not everyone is empathic, but when you're truly an empathic person, you're intuitive as well. You feel their energy watching you. It's the weirdest thing ever. So be careful, you guys. Be careful. But don't allow these men to have you online stalking the ex-girl when you're the new girl. You got the guy and you got to start asking yourself, why does this guy, this boyfriend of mine, whatever the case may be, makes me feel like I need to stalk his ex online? And then if you are the girl where you are the ex and you're stalking the new girl, get to a point where you can let that go. Like, get to a point where you can heal that. Get to a point where you can release that. Get to a point where you can move on with your life and not stay stuck and stagnant, obsessing over this new girl and your ex in a new relationship. You know, you deserve to move on with your life. So I just wanted to talk about this because it is something that I feel like is happening more than most people would like to admit. It is. And if you watch my vetting video, I'm going to tell you to do your research when it comes to dating, right? I'm gonna tell you to dig and dig. And if you watch that video on my Patreon, you know how I told you how to dig. So I can't go into, what I'm gonna tell you to dig into, but I gave you some tips on what you need to dig into, okay? And so you should, because that's for your protection. But when it comes to this petty stuff that's really driven and rooted in ego, let it go, you guys. It's really not worth it. It's not. Because it don't pay your bills. It just don't. I could understand if it was paying your bills, but if it ain't even paying your bills, and then I've seen people obsess over like an ex-friend no longer wanting to talk to them, or an ex guy that they broke up with or something like that. It can go so many different ways. How much time that takes out of their day, and how they could be doing something else with that. I don't like building a business, creating a business, making more money, spending more quality time with your kids. Maybe when it comes to weakening yourself off of looking at the new girl, if you're the ex girl and you're looking at the new girl, maybe you need to keep yourself busy and not bored. Find something to do, things that can help with that. But yeah, that's all that I have regarding this video. You guys, please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what else you would like for me to talk about. Yeah. Stop keeping in contact with your past. That is so true. Yeah. I definitely wanted to do this under the retrograde. For real. Because y'all see how first of all, this is some big Pisces energy. Okay. Because we have a Pisces full moon and the energy is still lingering. Then we have Mercury retrograde. A lot of people feel like they got to get some things off their chest. People feel like they got to get some things off their chest. And I feel like it's an energetic shift right now where, in order for people to truly step into this new chapter or this new phase of their life, they had to release some old baggage, emotions, experiences, things that they dealt with in the past. They needed to get that off their chest. So now their energy can reflect welcoming in new stuff, not taking on that baggage that they had before. So yeah, I like to see it. Yes, this is definitely big Pisces energy. Pisces, we see through people's BS. Like we some say we're psychic. Some people say that Pisces can be psychic. They're like the psychic of the zodiac sign or astrology or whatever like that. They are the psychics, right? So whether you go by Western astrology or sidereal astrology, I'm a Pisces in sidereal. So we see through facades. We see through illusions. We see past the things that typically program other people. And so that's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. That's why people are getting exposed. So y'all watch out, and watch out for who's exposing them. I'm a Pisces in sidereal astrology. I'm an Aries in Western astrology. So y'all tell me, which one do you think I resonate with the most? Pisces energy or Aries energy? Y'all let me know. Yeah, I told y'all Megan Thee Stallion was fake, and y'all said I was hating. Okay. I told y'all that like years ago, 2 years ago, I told y'all Megan Thee Stallion is fake as hell. And y'all like, no, she's not. I'm like your mama. I can always spot a fake friend. Yeah, I'm like your mama. That ain't your little friend. Megan Thee Stallion is fake as hell, y'all. I'm sorry. And I also have Aquarius in my chart. In Mercury. No. Aquarius is in my chart twice. It's in Mars Oh, it's in Mars and my Saturn. It's my Mars and my Saturn placement. I have Aquarius. I told y'all, I told y'all, and I'm gonna say this too. Nicki Minaj is a mean girl. When I told y'all she was a mean girl, y'all said I was hating too. Everybody getting exposed. Nicki Minaj is a mean girl. She don't want to play nice with other girls. She don't. She wants to come across like she does, but she doesn't. She doesn't want to play nice with other girls. Megan Thee Stallion is she's a shapeshifter. She gonna go wherever she want to go that she feel benefits her 100%. Period. That's it. Ari Fletcher right now. These are my opinions, right? Ari Fletcher right now. That I think Moneybagg Yo was really out here cheating on her, but she knows without him, she's just an Instagram model. And she doesn't want to be an Instagram model. She wants to be more than Instagram. She wants to be a true and through celebrity. But if she don't got Moneybagg Yo on her side, she don't got the status. So she gonna keep putting up with whatever he puts her through, whether he's out here dealing with his baby mama or he's out here dealing with some new girl or something like that. She's gonna cling to this man because she feels like he can offer her some type of status. And I hate that for her, because if she would actually change her ways and her attitude, she could get her somebody else. She don't gotta stay. And that's the thing. A lot of these Black women that become baby mamas by rappers, they feel like they gotta stay in that sector. And it's like, girl, you making good money. You got a lot going on for yourself. It's time to branch out. It's time to level up. It's time to take on a new image, right? But it's going to be a transition, because you can't just go cold turkey. Like, I can't go cold turkey and not make SZA my thumbnail. Like, if I would have used a commercial Black woman to create this thumbnail, people not gonna watch. So you gotta like transition into a new era. You got to transition when it comes to your brand and stuff like that. You got to transition. You know who did it the best? Y'all remember the gosh, what is it called? The blog called Bitchy Nicole? She killed that transformation. Remember when Bitchy Nicole, she was one of the biggest gossip bloggers back in the day, and now she goes by Nicole XOXO or XO Nicole? Y'all remember that Bitchy Nicole? Back in the day? Yeah, she transitioned her content over the years. I like to see that. Bitchy Nicole is like, what's the new website now? It's called Lipstick Alley. Lipstick Alley is what Bitchy Nicole was, or yeah, basically back in the day. Yeah, or it was Nicole Bitchy. Yeah, Nicole Bitchy. That was the name. That was her blog name that she went by back in the day. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I love Nicole too. I like her glow up. She really like transitioned into a new person. I thought it was Bitchy Nicole, but no, it's Nicole. It's Nicole Bitchy. Yeah, that was a really good blog. I was in high school. Like, what's the tea on here? I used to be into that stuff back then. I was on her website. So yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna log out. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day, and y'all let me know what y'all would like for me to talk about. I'm back on Instagram, so if you want to DM me things or topics to talk about, just DM me Real Talk with Yanie, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye, guys. Oh, please give the video a thumbs up.